This is Valkyrie Gamer coming to you with another episode. Here we have Morriah has awoken from a centuries-long sleep in Elrond's house, and let's see what happens to her now. Again, this is Lord of the Rings, all lands, all quests, all deeds. It should be a project, and I was inspired by Renaissance gaming. Okay, let's see what's up. Okay. Lot of elves. Elrond.
It brings me great joy to see you upon your feet once more, my friend.
After you fell, we attempted to heal you upon the battle plain, but the Witch King of Angmar had dealt you a grievous injury, one unlike any dealt to our peoples before the hands of the Dark Lord. The decision was made to return you to Amaldris, far from the lands of the enemy. You suffered for years in restless agony as my healers worked to free you from the evils that lingered in your wounds. When the war was ended, I returned to aid them and learned much of the healing of the foul wounds from Morgulsteel. When at last you could rest, you did so for many long years. Despite my efforts, your strength diminished greatly. It may take a great time, but I believe you shall again know the power that lies within you. As for the task given you by Gil-galad, do not consider it a failure, Morriah. None could have foreseen the enemy's malice in sending his Nazgul to see Celondim. Tragically, he was never found, even after Barad-dûr itself was brought to ruin. It wounded Gil-galad greatly to lose you both in the war, and it is said that his light dimmed through all the battles that followed. Even so, he did not falter before the enemy. No, you did not fail, my friend. Our victory on the battle plain that day bore fruit indeed. Sauron resisted our assaults for 7 years in the Dark Tower, but in the end he was cast down by Gil-galad and Elendil. Elendil's son Isildur cut the ring from Sauron's finger, destroying the Dark Lord and banishing him from this realm. Alas, there is more to be said on these matters. Walk with me, Morriah. You remember the war as if it were yesterday, do you not? You are one of the few that remain in this realm that can recall it as I do, my friend. I come here often to reflect on the sacrifices we made in that war. Indeed, Gil-galad and Elendil defeated the Dark Lord, but they did so at the cost of their own lives. The realms of elves and men were thus forever changed, and the world passed into the Third Age. And so it has been for many years now. I do not wish to alarm you, Morriah, but there is now the 3018th year of the Third Age. Even if much else has changed, Amaldris is as you remember it. You have borne many burdens in your time, my friend, and so I give you leave to depart to the havens if you wish it. There is another here who sustained a terrible wound in the war. Hithgul is his name. Since chance has woken you today, perhaps he is too healed of the enemy's wounds. See if he is awoken from his long rest, and then we shall speak more of your journey to the havens. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can find him. I don't know if he's in this room. Here he is. Despite appearing outwardly healed, Hithgal seems to be in an uneasy slumber. His strength is returning, but he remains in restless slumber. A few more months, I should think.
Much has changed since we last traveled together from Imladris, my friend.
It is unfortunate to hear of Hithgal's continued ills, but I hope he shall soon recover, as you have, Morriah. You see, when the battle came at last to Barad-dûr, Sauron himself felled Hithgal with a deadly blow, and it seemed only by the grace of Valar that he was not at once ended. Even still, the steel of the Dark Lord's weapons is tainted much the same way as the blade pierced you. He has suffered the effects, as you did, for many long years. Now then, we have spoken enough of the past. Let us turn our minds to the days ahead. Much has changed since we last traveled together from Imladris, my friend. It seems now an age of men, and I sense the time of the elves in Middle-earth draws near to its end. Indeed, many have departed this realm for the uttermost west by the ships of Cerdern, our friend of old. He is now called the Shipwright by those in Mithlond, who, with the few that still remain in his service as skilled crafters. Much of the wood used by Cerdern is ferried to Mithlond by way of the port of Celondim along the arid Lune. It is there you must journey to reach the havens. Morriah, I have gathered your belongings and a few supplies for your journey. I have set your ring in its case upon the table across the room, and your armor rests in the chest at your bedside. It is still marked from battle, but time has not worn it elsewise. Indeed, the passing of an age has dimmed only our light, and given rise to the shadow in the east. Concerning such matters, I have also prepared for you a tome of writings of the history of the Third Age thus far. You are free to claim them ere you depart. Once you are prepared, we shall speak more of your journey to Celondim. I think I'll choose the axe. Okay, preparations for the journey. Talk to Elrond and gather your belongings and depart on the journey with his sons. Okay. See what this is all about. It's a quest item. No. Okay. Did he say by my bed? My armor. Collecting my armor. Taking a little while. This is a pretty room. I've never seen it in Rivendell before.
Eladon and Elrohir are to follow an expedition to the ruins of Edthelion, and they shall see you to Celondim in the course of their travels.
Very good, Morriah. In time your strength will return, my friend, and the power of the ring shall rise with it. I hope my writings prove of use to you, but even I cannot be aware of all that has transpired since the end of the Second Age. As for your journey, my sons shall see you in Celondim in the course of their own travelers. Eladan and Elara are to follow an expedition to the ruins of Edolon led by the elf Doralis on my behalf. Speak not of this to any outside their company, but I had a strange premonition, and in it, amidst a field of blurred vision, a voice rose saying, blood-red footsteps upon snow-colored black, where dour king walks to take back his throne and finish what was begun. It is troubling riddle, my friend, and one that I do not think soon to solve. Have you any thoughts on its meaning? You hear a muffled creak as the doors open to send open. Ah, it is just as well. Such troubles are best left to Doralis and his expedition. My sons await you by the door to the central courtyard, and when you are ready to depart, they shall guide you to Celondim along the arid Lewin. May your journey be swift and free of hardships, my friend Namari. Small yard, huh? I think I'll take the axe. I like axes. So let us see. Okay, we'll equip some of this stuff. Okay. Let's move these over. Yeah. My level is too low. Minimum level 4. Okay. Minimum level 2. I'm still only first level. Okay, let's go find his sons. Oh, there they are. Nice and ready.
I am certain Father has told you all about the journey ahead. But do not worry. The matter of his dream need not trouble you.
So Father has at last given you leave to travel from Imaldris, Morriah. I must say I am excited to learn of the Battle of the Ages past from you. Father told us not to bother you with so many questions, but this is likely our last chance, is it not? I am certain Father has told you all about your journey ahead, but do not worry. The matter of his dream need not trouble you. Besides, the journey to Celondim shall give us time enough to speak on other matters. I would think events of the past 3,000 years would be of some interest to you. My brother and I stand ready to set out to Arid Lewin. If you are prepared, we shall depart at once. Okay, let's get through this. Okay. You arrive at Celondim with the sons of Elrond 1 month ago. Time soon approaches. However, Elrond's decision to offer you a choice of whether to leave Middle-earth or remain and aid the people has weighed heavily on you during your travels. The elf Terathon has also come to sail west, and you have spent much time together in preparation for your journey since Elendil and Elhor have departed for Edelion. The time has at last for you to journey west to Terathron awaits you at the docks of Celondim. And I'm not going to do the summer quest. See. Okay, let's see if I can finish equipping some of this stuff. Okay, we got some olive dye, some umber dye, violet dye. Okay, let's see what's in some of these boxes. Visit the crafting guilds of Middle-earth. Oh, this is the crafting quest. We acknowledge your ability as a combatant and invite you at your hand of less violent work of craftsmanship. You will find Gelfederon is an able teacher who can introduce you to pursuits ranging from cooking to scholarly to smithy and everything in between. Crafting guilds of Middle-earth. Okay, we can do that. Okay, let's see what's also in some of these things. That's what I need. Journeyman writing package. Apprentice. Okay. Okay. Tome of the Steed of the Ash Plains. Got a lot of horses, don't I? Okay. Let's see what's in the Reveler's Gilded Bundle. Okay, looks like more. Looks like more cosmetics. What's this? Gift from the High Elves. Might, vitality, agility, vitality. Okay, let's do that. We'll equip it. Okay, got a lot of cosmetics. Relics bundle, which I can't use right now. 5-year gift box. Oh, another horse. 4-year gift box. 3 bound sturdy keys. 3 tomes of continuing swiftness. Anniversary fireworks. Armor of the Westfold. More cosmetics. Got a lot of cosmetics. Okay, so let's take these off. This off. We've got precision stance. Set the homestone. Put my trowel stuff up here. Trap here. Superstition stance here. Barbed arrow here. Okay. Mordor, the ultimate fan. Morriah walked into Mordor. Okay. So, I think let's... I know this is kind of boring, but let's set costume outlet. Circle of the Westfold. Lion. It's a third age camel. Lions of the third age. Lions of the third age. Boots. Do we have any Alliance of the Third Age trousers? Okay. I like this look. We'll make that my active outfit. Okay. We're good until I can get to the bank and deposit some of this stuff. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Morriah, it's good to hear. Have you good tidings? The time has come to set Methond and to the blessed Valinor. We have waited only 1 month. Each day has seemed a year since we arrived in Celondim. The burdens of this realm shall soon be behind us. But I am curious if the sons of Elrond found what they sought in the ruins of Idilhum. I have heard many tales of the sorrowful history of that place, and how it came to ruin by the hand of a disreputable dwarf named Skorgrim Darhand. But it has laid empty for many long years now. I wonder if anything remains to be found there. I have never walked upon these shores of the Blessed Realm, but I have heard many tales of Valinor. Your forebears who once dwelt there, did they not? Did you as well? Tartharon pauses a moment and studies your face. You look restless, my friends. What troubles you on such a joyous day? What troubles you, Morriah? You tell Tartharon about your thoughts and being drawn to your friends and kin, and the choice that was given to you to remain in Middle-earth if you wished it. Why would you wish to remain here? As you must know well, the lands of Valinor heal all ills and replenish our spirits. The concerns of this realm are no longer ours. Tarthon senses that his words have not convinced you. I see. Perhaps you should reflect upon the paths of your friends and kin to guide you. Okay. Reflect on the paths of your friends and kin to guide you. Let's see. Oh. We need to ride a horse. Let's see what mounts I have. Okay, that's under skills. Mounts. White-clad horse of the gap, festive azure pony. Steed of the Alliance of the Third Age, steed of the Ash Plain, revelers, gilded horse. Let's go with the steed of the Alliance of the Third Age, since I seem to be wearing Third Age armor. Megavanen.
Greetings, friend. Will you lend me your ear?
Our time is closing in on this land. Soon will be but a legend and a memory, and to the mortals who will remain on these shores. While we're still here, however, we must do what we can to ensure that these lands remain safe and beautiful. The preservation of these lands is why I have come to the port of Celondim. My brethren and I have been looking into recent events in the glade to the north, and I am here to enlist willing to go there and assist in discovering the source of the infestation of sickle flies along the trees to the west and southwest of this port. If you are willing to remove this threat of the sickle flies from the trees, report to Overbs at Ninheleth to the southwest. Okay, we can do that. Glorfindel prologue. You reflect upon the path of Glorfindel, who has remained in Middle-earth to stand against the evils of men and the most vile of his servants. You think upon Glorfindel's deeds in the elder days of the world, and how his resolve has never faltered even when confronted with death. Okay, let's see what else there is. You reflect upon the decisions of your dearest friend Harthelin, who has chosen to remain in Middle-earth free of its evils before the time comes to bequeath it to men. You consider her duty to the people of this realm that she hoped you might remain with to aid her in the battles against the evils of the world. Okay. You reflect upon the decisions of Elrond Half-Elven, once the herald of Gil-galad, whose time in the realm draws near an ending. You consider Elrond's words, for he said that you might depart for the uttermost west, if you truly wish it, and that the burdens of this realm no longer fall to you. You consider that he kept you in Emaldris, that the choice might one day be yours, rather than sending you to revive in the uttermost west. You reflect upon the path of Gil-galad, the High King of the Elves, and the bravery he possessed as he fought and fell to the purge of evil in Morgoth and Sauron of the world. You even consider the loss of the elf Theleron and the pain of losing a companion during the war as Gil-galad did. You consider the loss of your king and understand what his sacrifices meant for the people of Middle-earth. Okay. Let's see. Here's another one. Lots of elves, lots of memories. You reflect upon the decisions of Círdan the shipwright, who remained in Middle-earth that others of his kin might depart to the blessed realm of Valinor. Looks like somebody is fishing here. Ah, so you return. Where has your reflection led you, Morriah? Did you tell Tirthon of your desire to reign in Middle-earth? It is not the choice I make, but I understand it, elf friend. You have made it your purpose to confront the forces of evil wherever they take hold, though it does not seem so here in Celondim. It is true that great evils are again at work in the realm. You see, while you were reflecting, Eladon and Elora arrived at Celondim and asked to speak with you at once. I told them you would deliver their request when you returned, and now they wait for you near the stable master. My path leads to the uttermost west, but it seems yours now leads elsewhere. May Valar guide you, and may you one day come to find peace in Valinor. Okay. Let's get my stuff organized. God, I've got a lot of cosmetic outfits. Whoops. That's right, I put all those in costume. Okay. Let's call up my character profile again since I can wield 2 weapons. Yeah, I need to get better equipment. Fragile Shortbow. Oh, yeah, that rocking now, man. Hard to believe that I was level 101. Okay, so now we go off to see what the brothers have to say. Over by the stables. Could they be up here? Oh, here they are. If they were a snake, they would have bit me. Morriah, I'm glad you have not departed. I feared we would be too late. Eladon and Elorar's face betrayed grave concern. There are grim forces at work in Eredlund, my friend. A terrible gaunt Lord Ivar has bound the spirits of the corpse of the dwarf Lord Skorgrim, and now the Dour Hands think him their leader. Our foes escaped, and now the enemy beguiled the Dour Hands into his service. Elohir gives Eladon a knowing look. Indeed, the truth may be told. When my father spoke of the shadow of the east, he spoke of Sauron, the Dark Lord, has returned once again. Morriah, and he has sent his servants across the land and the realm in search of the ring that was lost. If Sauron recovers the ring, no host shall remain to stand against him, and all will be lost. The time shall soon come when the people of this realm are called to war. I beg that you remain to guide them and make safe the lands of Middle-earth. It is a great demand to make one as storied as you at this final hour, but I would not ask it if the need were not dire. It shall be the realm of men, and it must survive for them to inherit it. I beg of you, will you remain? You tell Eladon and Eloril that you have chosen to remain in the realm of Middle-earth. To have you among the forces that hope to stand against Sauron brings new hope for the day. You should aid the folk in Celondim and the lands beyond, and hone your skills for the battles that surely await. When the time comes, we shall call on you to join us. Okay. There's a new quest ring opened up here.
Will you lend me your ear?
I have heard that you are well traveled, and perhaps you have seen my son Avrathiel on your journey. I received a message from him saying that he was coming to Dualand to visit, but he has not yet arrived. That is most unlike him. In his journeys he oft spoke with travelers along the road, and visits with the Vale of Ninhilith with a friend of mine, the dwarf named Athel. Athel watches the road and helps few dwarf travelers who come near Celondim. Perhaps Avrathol is speaking with him and has simply forgotten the time. Would you seek him? Head across the woods southwest of Celondim to the Vale of Ninhilith. There is a small camp of elves there. If you do not find Avrathol there, perhaps you will find Athel. If so, speak to Athel and see what news he may have of Avrathol. Okay, I can do that. Okay, let's go up to the crafting terrace. Now, I actually like crafting a lot.
Will you lend me your ear?
Welcome to Falfalorn, Morriah. You can see the harbor city of Celondim up the hill to the northeast, and the refuge of Dualand is further to the north. But I can see you have a desire to fashion goods and practice your ability to create things of substance. It is my recommendation that you visit my friend Gwallarth at the terrace overlooking Celondim. There you may find some useful and comely goods fashioned. Go up the hill to the northeast into the city and follow the path to the left as it winds up the hillside. Atop the stairs, follow the path southward to the terrace. Gwallarth will be pleased to help you learn how to begin your journey. Okay. I think that I should be a woodworker.
Sweet lad Melon, will you stay a moment?
You must be Morriah. I have been awaiting your arrival. I am very excited to see that our letter found you well. I am Gulfedermern, and I am pleased to make your acquaintance. I am here to help you through the first stages of learning a craft. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Okay. See what.
Greetings to you.
Mebrethel sent you? You must be interested in crafting. Wonderful. Eredlun will be better for your efforts, my friend. Speak with the Master of Apprentices on this terrace, for he can help you choose a vocation in which to specialize. Vocation is a bundle of 3 crafting professions with overlapping skills. Choose your vocation with care, because you will expend a great deal of time and energy improving your skill with the professions under its purview. Once the Master of Apprentices has welcomed you to your chosen vocation, be sure to speak with the supplier. She can sell you the tools of your trade. Every profession has its own tools. The novices will be happy to sell you any recipes you might wish, though I can tell you now that you will already know how to make a thing or two. Equip the crafting tools. Using them, find an appropriate facility. Celondim has a forge, a workbench, and an oven available for your use, and begin practicing your skills. You will advance in your chosen profession as you practice. Seek out teachings of others in the field. I hope you will become a skilled craftsman, Morriah, and it will bring joy to you and profit to Eredlun. Okay, I am level 6. So let us go back to the Master of Apprentices and Woodsman Craft.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Woodworker, forester, and farmer. Seems like a good choice.
Megovanen.
Okay.
You may be of service to
Introduction
me.
farming. Introduction to
Megovanen,
forestry.
might you spare a moment of your time? Suilad Melon, will you
Working
stay a
with
moment?
wood allows us to create art from nature. This is a good thing. It is nice to see that there are others who wish to learn this. I have asked one of our most promising novices to watch over you and guide you. His name is Lindellen, and she stands near the workbench at the terrace. Speak with her, and she will teach you the basics as she progresses in her own studies. Okay, let's go learn. Now, Kippen at Renaissance Games didn't do the crafting. He thought it was boring for you guys. If you are looking for guidance in woodworking, then I am prepared to offer you direction. If my methods are too fast, feel free to speak with me again and I will answer any questions that you may have. I will do my best to provide with clear direction. The first and most important thing is having proper ingredients. I have kept some of these ingredients aside for the purposes of providing to new woodworkers. Take this crate and let us begin. Okay, so let's open the crate. You need to create a rowan bow staff, a spear, a hammer, club, or great staff, a rowan bow, staff, spear, hammer, club, great club, or javelin. Okay, let's create let's create a rowan bow. Didn't I get woodworking tools? Oh, I haven't equipped them yet, that's why. Don't need that. Woodworking tools. Okay, gotten so spoiled. Okay, let's make.
Megavanen.
May I see the weapon there on your person. May I see it? She takes a moment to admire your handiwork. This appears to be a well-crafted weapon. You are well on your way towards becoming a woodworker. Well done. Seven. Okay, so I can't equip it yet. Let's see what the next one is. Introduction to
Megavanen.
forestry. If you are looking for guidance in forestry, then I am prepared to offer you direction. If my methods are too fast, feel free to speak with me again and I will answer any questions you may have. I will do my best to provide you with clear instructions. The first and most important thing is having the proper ingredients. I have kept some of these ingredients aside for the purposes of providing new foresters. Take this crate and let us begin. Okay, let's open the crate. Craft a piece of brushed light leather and use the ingredients of your craft to craft a thin rowan board. Okay, need to get back to the workbench. Okay, crafting. Forester, apprentice, leather. Okay. Okay, Now, I'm probably not going to sit there and do every single level of crafting for you. I'll probably do a lot of it off to the side and away so that you can and
What can I do
progress
for
in the
you?
guild. May I see the items that I requested you to make for me? He takes a moment to admire your handiwork. These are fine examples of treated wood and level. Nary a fault in the process can be seen. You are well on your way towards becoming a forester. Well done, Morriah. Okay, so now let's go to the farmer. See what he can teach. I remember when I first started playing that I got so lost. Trying to find my way around. Okay.
What can I do for you?
If you are looking for guidance in farming, then I am prepared to offer you direction. If my methods are too fast, feel free to speak to me again and I will answer any questions that you may have. I will do my best to provide you with clear instructions. The first and most important thing is having the proper ingredients. I have kept some of these ingredients aside for the purposes of providing new farmers. Take this crate and let us begin. Okay, so let's open the crate. Using the ingredients you receive, plant a yellow onion field. Okay. Collect a fair onion. Activate the track crops field. Okay. Collect the fair yellow onion crop. Use the ingredients you have and pick a yellow onion at the workbench. Okay, am I going to have to go back down? There was a workbench up here. Guess there isn't. I need to go down. I actually like crafting a lot. Usually try and keep my crafting on level, though I do have alts in Laurelin, and I am not scared to use them to make higher levels, you know, to make better stuff. Okay. I've picked an yellow onion. Bring the yellow onion to the novice farmhand. I remember the first time I played this game, it was scary going through the Shire.
How can I be of service?
I smell an onion. Oh, Yes, I asked you to bring one. Allow me to see the onion. Takes a moment to admire your handiwork. This appears to be the best of your crop. You are well on your way towards becoming a farmer. Well done, Morriah. Okay. I need to specialize. I think I'm going to specialize in being a bower. Student of the woods. Okay. Well, it's been about a half an hour and we have seen everything, so I'm going to wrap up this video by now. See if I can get a good shot. Okay. I'm going to let's do so. I will see you all in a few days, and I hope you have a pleasant time. This is Valkyrie Gamer calling it a night. Have a lovely day.